Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics to cover. From one that shows Kendrick Lamar continue to channel his inner 50 Cent, and this time based on the lawsuits between UMG and Drake, Kendrick Lamar decided to do deposition skits during his grand national tour, and he even poked fun at lyrics on push-ups, and we'll expand on this in a moment as they sparked heated debates as expected. Today we also have another one from Forbes that shows the highest earning musicians on streaming platform Spotify. And once again, a certain rapper who is clearly not from this generation of music has found himself on another list where he, quote, shouldn't belong, based on the longevity patterns of most hip-hop legends, a testament to how his music has aged, and we'll expand on this in a moment. And today we also have one that came out of left field, as we got a crazy crossover as beef looks to have erupted between LeBron James and rapper Kevin Gates over some comments he made about LeBron's wife that led to LeBron James reportedly breaking tradition as this is on during the NBA playoffs, and we'll get to this later as we got a bit of back and forth going on between both parties, and as usual fans are split as we got LeBron fans versus his haters sharing their thoughts. And today we'll be starting with Kendrick Lamar trolling Drake during the grand national tour, and the deposition skits came in handy to poke fun at what's going on between UMG and Drake over the song Not Like Us. And before we get to the highlight, check out a snippet from the skit when Kendrick Lamar was asked about the song Watch the Party Die.
No, we're not here for that. We're here to take a deposition, and that requires you to not be on your phone.
All right, go ahead.
You said you wanted the party to die. Was that a metaphor? Or were you being serious?
I said it's a good song.
No, I understand you think it's a good song, but it's not answering my question. Were you being metaphorical, or should it be taken as a threat?
Whatever you want to take.
The record reflect, I'll take it as a threat.
And of course, a lot of Drake fans were quick to jump in to bash the rapper for that response, with takes like, of course he's always gonna give a vague response because his dumb fan base would stick him up even if he told them to end their parents, laughing emojis, to which a user responded, damn, y'all really been crying all day and night, laughing emojis. And we got to the highlight just before the Not Like Us performance, where Kendrick even poked fun at Drake, urging him to respond.
I will keep on thinking that. I don't know, man. I'm in here.
Okay, does this ring a bell? Drop, 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 drop.
And boy, this sparked heated debates as we've come to expect since this battle happened, as on one end, some have expanded on how Kendrick is giving Drake the quote, Ja Rule treatment, if you know what I mean. A user expanded, if I manage to beat and embarrass my biggest enemy in front of the whole world, I'd make sure to shove it down everyone's faces for as long as I possibly could. I don't see why people say Kendrick is dragging it. I mean, Drake did this whole act after appearing all shot, and this user is referring to Drake's shows in Australia where he walked with bullet holes, and Kendrick fans kept rubbing it in. Only a matter of time before Drake adds this to the lawsuit, LOL, what a garden tool. And in Drake's corner, they are accusing Kendrick Lamar of using Drake to remain relevant, as we got takes like, sad that he gotta bring this up to be relevant. And these fans kept going, y'all gassed this man into recreating his whole identity to be attached to Drake. Damn. And all in all, many fans have dropped a reminder, he did the same thing to Meek Mill, the stage is just bigger. And moving on to the next point, we got an article from Forbes about the highest paid musicians in Spotify's history, and it goes, these are the highest paid artists on Spotify. Leading the way is the golden-haired queen of pop, the unattainable Taylor Swift, with 96.9 billion streams and $386 million. And we got a whole top 10 from the article that shows Drake, Eminem and Kanye West make the top 3 for hip-hop artists based on earnings in Spotify's history. And as you can see, that's a lot of zeros. 331 million for Drake, 192 million for Eminem, and 176 million for Kanye West. And according to Forbes, Spotify calculates royalties based on an artist's share of total streams rather than pop play rates. And this sparked reactions reactions like, what's amazing about this is M's prime was 10 years plus prior to Spotify. The other rappers had primes during Spotify. They are not the same. And when it comes to Spotify's relevance and when streaming took over, it was certainly over 15 years after Eminem's sales prime. So this is actually crazy. They are not the same. And for those expecting Eminem to do a tour, some users have expanded. No wonder he doesn't bother going on tour. And this is certainly a touchy subject for some fans, as he's out here getting put on blast by some fans. Check this out under the post about why he wouldn't tour. I would think he would want to go on tour to show his appreciation for the fact that his fans listen to his music, buy his bum-looking merch, and make him rich. But no, let's drop albums every 3 to 5 years, tell us more or less to effing then disappear. We can't even get interviews. Facepalm emoji. Well, I don't know what to add to this one. And on Forbes report, some users decided to press X to doubt. Take what Forbes say with a grain of salt. They've told lies about people before. Their estimates are guesstimates. And more doubt about Forbes report. Forbes have zero idea of his earnings. It is just what he's willing to share. Does everyone realize it's been the same amount for over 20 years? He has kept his earnings private. And I suppose this user is talking about his net worth that's been around $250 million for like a decade now. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section, especially on the fan who's pissed off that he doesn't tour. And moving on to the next point, it has been a slow start for the Lakers at the playoffs as they got, quote, smoked by 22 points in the first game against Minnesota. And apparently LeBron James has a practice that's called 0-30 that involves the legend disconnecting from social media during the NBA playoffs. However, this tradition was reportedly broken a few hours ago to fire some shots back at rapper Kevin Gates. And this all started because this clip went viral of the rapper talking about LeBron James's marriage. Check it out.
I'm like, man, he one of the greatest players to ever play the game. But I wouldn't want to trade places with him. And they was like, why not? Why you wouldn't want to play with him? I say, because I don't like the way Savannah look at LeBron. I like the way them white women look at LeBron. Like when soon as he walk out there, they just be like, they be dicked out. But it's like I noticed when he go do the handshake with the main player on his team, which is that, it's like, you act like I'm bothering you, bitch. Like, right. I'm the greatest player in the world, one of them. Like top 5, top 10, I'm one of them. And I'm in the playoffs, and you act like the warden of the jail. Like you came here to police me. Like you not dicked out like these white women just dicked out about me in here. Like, so, like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, bro. Cause when I've been around that dude just, his spirit so loving and giving, like, it hurt me. It hurt me to see that.
And of course, these already sparked a back and forth, but things got even more heated when LeBron reportedly reacted with this post on IG. Quote, "Kings don't concern themselves with the opinions of peasants. Where to next, queen? Let's get it." And of course, these already sparked reactions on his page like, "You worried about Kevin Gates, dude? We got a series to win." And on one end, he's getting props for speaking out against Kevin Gates, with takes like, "That's what you call a man protecting his queen." And in his corner, users kept going. "This man defends every member of his family to the end. Can always respect that no matter what you think of him." However, as expected with anything, not everyone is a fan, as this also sparked reactions like, "He can say what he wants and make jokes, but we all know and saw what Gates was talking about." And before we get to Kevin Gates' response, these users kept going. Quote, "Don't concern themselves with peasants, but he was hurt enough to respond." Laughing emojis. And the fact that he broke the tradition of 0-30 has sparked viral posts like, "From going 0-30 to responding to Kevin Gates in the middle of a series, the end is near." And as expected, this sparked another round of split reactions, as on one end, that 0-30-ish is irrelevant when another man mentioned your wife, and they kept going, "He got a wife, ain't no 0-30 when she's mentioned, she was on his bum to respond." And some believe this was a classic case of damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. Check this out. Man, y'all find an issue if he doesn't post in the playoffs and call it attention seeking, and he does, and y'all still find a way to complain. Shut up. and some believe he does too much for the game to be getting this level of criticism. Check this out. The potential season MVP hates the game and wants to just go home and ride horses. LeBron James gave to the game more than anyone. The only thing he asks is for people to leave his family out of silly social media clout. However, responding to Kevin Gates has only fueled this further, as we got a response from Kevin Gates a few hours ago. Check out a snippet.
How y'all doing? You heard me? I'm on my way to have coffee. Coffee spelled backwards is E-fuck. And before we've had our coffee, we don't give E-fuck about anything. But I just want to say one thing. The truth hurts, but it heals. And Bron, I love you because you my nigga. And I already know she was just, you ain't gonna let him talk. Man, you had to, but behind closed doors, hey, good game. But anyway, look, long as you being celebrated, I don't care who don't like me. Long as you being celebrated, that's all I care about. Cause you my nigga and I love you. So I don't care if I gotta fall out with somebody I love to get the results. We're gonna get the results. But if anybody need, I'm a life coach and a guru. Y'all 24 hours. You smile. You smile at that black man. You smile at him. Hey, cause you know one thing. Today is Easter. You know what come with Easter, huh? It got a lot of bunnies hopping around out here. They about to take a trip on their favorite rocket ship. So they got some bunnies on it. But nah, though, I love y'all. If y'all need, if anybody else need life coaching advice and things of that nature, y'all go to my, I got a text line at the top of my bio, you heard me? Sometimes the truth hurts, but it heals. I love you all. This is Kevin Gates, and me and Brittany will approve this message. I love this for me.
And of course, some users put Kevin Gates on blast, speaking about another man's wife, all while your relationship status is all effed up is crazy. And if you are in Kevin Gates' corner, some have expanded. People who agree with Kevin Gates only know online relationships and came from a single-parent home. Talk about strays.
Damn.
They've never seen what a long-lasting marriage looks like, so they think you're supposed to be smiling and excited 24/7, like the silly reels they watch of couples online, laughing emoji. And here's one before we end it today. Dudes be so corny. They do all this talking on the internet, then when they see you, the energy be the complete opposite. Perhaps this user is referring to the confrontation between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith from a few weeks ago, but I don't know, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more, and see you on the next one.